What's up, y'all? Welcome back to my content. This is DHR2 Friday Productions. So I wanted to do a live reaction to Adam and Preach. Shout out to them. This whole thing with Dave Chappelle is getting out of control because I feel like there are so many people out here that will get mad at a comedian for doing his job of telling jokes, and yet, you know, they don't get flack for it. And you wonder why, a lot of comedians are considering quit doing comedy because of the cancel culture, and the SJWs are just completely ruining everything in terms of the world of comedy. As far as you know, them telling jokes. So what we have right here is them giving their thoughts and opinions on this whole fiasco. And you already know where I stand on this. A lot of us are team Dave Chappelle or any team comedian that gets rightfully assaulted on stage, like the Will Smith and Chris Rock effect. This is just wild and weird at the same time. So I'm just gonna give my 2 cents in before I start the video, because I think the world of comedians need to come together and just try to set up a community for them to not to get tackled by a maniac who does not like the joke, who feels the need to run up on stage and attack a comedian for telling jokes. And when T.I. did that, try to stop a young lady for doing her job as a comedian to tell jokes. And I've seen the video, and let me tell you something, that video really made me hate T.I. even more, because you don't just run up on stage to stop a young lady for doing what she does best. And now she feels some type of way about it as well. I can care less about this whole case with T.I. And if she was going to tell a joke about it, so be it. But don't run up on stage, try to embarrass her on her own show. I don't know, man. I just feel like, these celebrities and the SJWs will stop at nothing to stop comedy. It's just total BS and ridiculous at the same time. So let me go ahead and share this video so we can do a reaction to it. All right, y'all, here we go.
Behind me on the DJ table is one of the most prolific producers that hip hop has ever presented, the mighty Man Lip. Ladies and gentlemen, make some noise for hip hop history.
Oh my God, bro. Damn, bro.
Why did you want to tackle the dude?
Attempt. This is an attempted tackle.
Attempt.
I gotta say, your tackles are pretty trash.
Hold
I
up,
was
dude.
not even really seeing you.
I gotta go back to this moment. Yo, look at my man's over here. He just running away from the dude. Dog, how you gonna just run up on stage and just tackle a comedian, and then you're gonna run away from being a punk? And I heard that Jamie, sorry, I can't even get it out. I heard that Jamie Foxx and Busta Rhymes got in and stopped this whole situation as well. He even said it himself that he waited a long time to stump somebody in, and he definitely got his opportunity. Him and Busta Rhymes and the whole security guard. It's just sad that you got these people out here attacking a celebrity for telling jokes on certain people. And I've seen the video of him being carried on a stretcher. I mean, that nigga looks so demonic as ever, and it shows.
Why did you want to tackle the dude?
Attempt.
Attempt.
This is an attempted tackle.
Attempt.
I gotta say, your tackles are pretty trash.
And you know what? I'm starting to worry about these comedians right now because of situations like this. If this does not stop, somebody is going to end up being dead, let alone being broadcast to the whole world. And my main concern is for Chris Rock still. But Dave Chappelle is the one thing that you don't want to die. Number one, the guys from DC. Shout out to DC. Shout out to everybody who's from the district, like I am. But still, bro, like you cannot just go up and run up on people for no reason. And I heard that he had a gun on him, a knife that shapes like a gun. And I heard that he was charged with, a possession of weapons and firearms, as he should, but should have been charged with attempted murder. So
If someone's not even really seeing you coming and you run in for a clothesline, and what, Dave was in his 50s?
That's a spear, but yeah, whatever.
Dave is in his 50s?
Something like that. You can't knock him 50.
Shout out to
But Dave been working out.
Shout out to Dave. That was some good reflex. So they published the name of the guy. The guy's name.
Look at this nigga, bruh.
Decided to do.
Hold up, we gotta go back.
That was some good reflex. So they published the name of the.
Bro, look at how this nigga look. Side of his head messed up, black eye, real busted up. He looked like one of them protesters. I mean, he looks like one of those protesters that got beat up by police. But based on how he looks, he deserved it. No cap.
The guy's name is Isaiah Lee. Decided to do a little bit of research on this dude. And he's a rapper. He's got some music up on YouTube under the name No Name.
So he has a song called Dave Chappelle. So this either lets me know that he has a hatred for Dave Chappelle. I don't know if it's because he's black or it's because he's a comedian. Whatever made this dude go up on stage to give Dave Chappelle a spear, it's beyond me. But what he just did crossed the line, bro. Now I know why you being looked at differently because of what happened.
Yeah, something like that. Trash. I went on his Instagram. There was no political posts or anything like that. He had like his top 20 rappers list. So there's nothing that seems to make it look political. I think everybody assumed due to the recent controversy. Yeah. Everybody jumped to it must have been that. Yeah. Could have been somebody who's unstable. Yeah. Could have been an inspired person chasing clout. Now, a lot of folks looked at this and had some different takes. I think one detail that was really important that they caught was that the man had weapons on him.
Yeah, a knife and a gun, I believe.
Yes. Replica gun of sorts.
Pathetic, bruh.
Well, if you pull out that shit, I think it's a real gun. You can do pretty much.
I mean, the knife is, I think, at close range after tackling someone, a knife is way worse.
A knife is, yeah.
Nothing happened. Everybody joked afterwards. We're all grateful. Had the man
that is a good thing about it, but still.
We'd be having a very different conversation today. So it's just something to be mindful of. Just because the outcome was good doesn't mean what happened wasn't extremely dangerous.
Exactly.
And so that's just something to think about.
But you know what? Shout outs to you.
For what?
Because you called it. Because you said that we're about to see more of that. You said that. You said exactly that none but a month ago. You said we're gonna see more and more of this shit.
Agreed. I'm not entirely sure what I'm looking at.
Nobody is. We don't even know what the fuck that was and why. You try to look for clues. What provoked this? At the end of the show,
whether it be T.I. and how he was yelling after heckling a woman.
Yeah, that's what I said before.
Or Will getting mad and then storming the stage. And we've seen a few of these incidents where people get upset about something. Like, I think we've convinced society that what they feel is more important than anything. And so if you feel hurt or you feel bothered by something, then you get to do whatever the fuck you want.
And break.
And that shit's just
I'm glad I
wild.
did this on
Maybe-
StreamYard. Because if I did this in a regular video, it wouldn't happen.
Maybe also because of social media, this stuff is more apparent. But I just didn't remember growing up hearing about stuff like this.
Not in that sense, not in that form. You know, well, it's not really comparable.
I'm talking
It's
about
like
people
compared-
running up on us.
Yeah, running up on a stage. I mean, it would happen back then, but we just didn't hear about it. Like you said, social media, right? But yeah, so publicly to public figures, we no, I don't believe it. I don't know what it was. People feel that they're not allowed to be offended. Is it that, or was the dude really offended, or was it
Tackled
something?
him.
But was it because he was offended?
Who
Or
knows?
was
He
it
attacked
nobody?
him.
Yeah, you attacked him.
He attacked him. So obviously you didn't have goodwill. I've seen fans jump up on stage and they go in for hugs or they try
That
to
was
do
not a
duet.
hug. That was not a
But
hug.
that's my point. It's like what I remember growing up was not folks getting attacked on stage. What I remember is fans storming the stage to have a moment or a picture or like hug their celebrity.
Yep.
That's what I
Yep.
remember.
Yeah, that's
I
how it
remember
was
this
back
stuff.
then.
Michael Jackson never got speared.
Here's the thing. Back then, fans were nuts of how they are right now. But I do agree with him. You know, back then they run up on stage to give hugs to their favorite celebrities. But nowadays, they just feel the need to go and attack them because what? Make it make sense. But getting back to what he said about fans back then, of how he grew up seeing fans going up on stage to hug their favorite stars. And some celebrities do allow some fans to come up on stage to, sing with them, hug them, take pictures with them, have a nice moment with a fan. But nowadays, you can't even do that because of the pandemic. But since everybody is getting, dosed up with vaccines, vaccinated, I guess it's safe to go up on stage now, but still, if you look at it, there are most people out here that are still getting COVID left and right. Those that don't want to take it, that are in denial that their immune systems will do the talking, that could put that other person at risk of getting sick because of you. So, for that reason alone, to happen to Dave Chappelle was the prime example of having more extra security guards with you in case something bad happens to you. I mean, if I were famous, I would probably have more than 5 security guards around me, because anything could happen to one celebrity left and right. It's all about being safe. So yeah, they joked around and they, have fun at the end, but we're talking about Dave Chappelle getting tackled by a retarded fan, knowing that he could have died on stage, he could have been murdered. It's only a matter of time before somebody ends up being dead, and we're going to hear about it on social media. I'm calling it. Let's continue.
Never got speared.
To be fair, music concerts are different because they have a whole ass barrier between the front stage.
Motherfuckers still storm out the stage. They try to hug Michael.
Yeah.
They try to kiss Michael. They
Yeah.
never try to spear Michael. You know what I mean?
They
That's
have.
one thing. But recently, even a rap concert, you see people trying to. There's a whole bunch of rappers that got knocked off their feet at concert, and after the guy gets handled recently. So yeah, we didn't see that back then as much, or we didn't hear about it, whatever, whatnot. But yeah, no, we didn't see that back then. Absolutely.
I don't know. To me, I'm just watching this stuff on.
There's this one video of Michael Jackson with the fans singing some song, and it's like this little thing that you go up in the air, and it was a fan that came up to him, and she was hanging on with dear life holding on to Michael Jackson for dear life. It took like more than one security guard to finally get her off of him. If you talk about some crazy fans back then, wait until you see how they are now. Like there was a moment with Adam Levine from Maroon 5. He was doing a show and some fans ran up behind him and he just brushed it off like this. And people clowning, you know, and people were clowning him online because of it. Like, you cannot do that. Like, come on. Like, I get it. You love your singer, you love your favorite celebrity, but you got to have some type of boundaries. You know what I'm saying? You got to set some type of boundaries going forward with the entertainment industry when it comes to these psychotic fans. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Whether they like it or not.
Unfold, and I think you're seeing the deterioration of a lot of like the civil liberties that we got to enjoy in regards to, like, listen, I might not like what you have to say, but I'm gonna defend your right to say it. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like there's plenty of people who I think are abhorrent who say things that are absolutely vile.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? I couldn't imagine just going out of my way to attack them because they said some shit like that. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So I see this and everyone's laughing. We all got some jokes. Even Chris Rock got his own little joke in where he had a good laugh about it. He's like, hey, was that you, Will? Right? And so shout outs to everybody to be able to have fun and laugh about it. And I think that's great. But
yeah,
the man, this could have easily been a tragedy. Everybody,
yeah, it's what I said before.
It's what I said before. Memorials and all this other stuff. So to me, that's just what I think about. Because if you ran at him with his knife, Dave would be done. Most likely. So you already know Dave's now, his security is going to be beefed up like crazy. Because people saw how easily this guy went from like front row to jump up on stage. Somebody who really hates Dave and means like bad things, that could escalate.
Oh, yeah, real quickly. For the next few months, don't try to get a picture or a autograph from Dave. You might get stumped, depending on how you do it.
That was a nice throwback, though, when they showed the footage of
I'm just going to say this. If I ever were to have Dave Chappelle on my show on YouTube one day, I would have probably joked with them, have fun, just laugh and carry on. And I want to ask us some serious questions like, what happened to you on stage could happen to everybody else, but do you actually feel safe going on tour the next time you see someone try to run up on you like that? Like, do you really feel safe? And I think that would have been a very good question. He would probably give me a great answer by response. I mean, if I did see him, I'd probably say hi, what's up, and kept it moving. If you want a selfie, I'll keep my distance. But I don't want to touch a celebrity because, number one, I just want to make sure that I respect their boundaries. You know what I'm saying? So that's the end of that.
The dude getting stumped backstage, I was like, damn, I miss hip hop.
Now, I've seen this video on everywhere on social media. This dude looks psychotic as F, bro. Black fingernail polish, this cast or whatever, these gloves on his hands. I literally thought someone broke his arm like this, but nah, he left like that. My goodness, bro. Like, in LA, it's dangerous, bro. Do not move to LA. I know you want to go to move to LA to chase your dream of becoming something in life, but don't live in rough areas if you're black, because if you're moving to you move into a certain cities or certain hoods that are rough and ghetto, then something is wrong with you. Like, honestly. But at the end of the day, this cat right here, even though he's in the hospital, he should have been in jail for attempted murder. And this little image right here will always be remembered as the guy with some serious psychotic problems try to kill a celebrity for no reason. A bloody nose, a black eye, a messed up hair, and a looking broken arm being handcuffed on a stretcher on the way to the hospital. Bro, black fingernail polish dude, you sus.
I miss hip hop. Hey, anybody get a shot of their Timbs? Anybody get a shot of their Timbs? I mean, you ain't security, you got Timbs. You get what I'm saying?
Motherfucker, I ain't never
Another ad
scared,
break.
bitch. I ain't never scared. Oh.
What am I looking at here?
This is what great sleep looks like.
What, this giant waffle?
That's what it was. Listen, they tore his arm out and glue it backward. Look at
his
this
face. Look at his face.
Bro, it look like he on drugs or something,
Yeah,
like smoking
that's
bolts
some
or
swelling,
something.
boy. That's some swelling, boy. And some cuts.
Oh yeah, he got some.
Yeah. And he going to jail too. Media post. People getting
I'm sorry, hold up.
In a few days, but like you said, I don't even know what that.
Yeah.
I was gonna say that this nigga look like he got everything deserved. Like he got everything was coming to him, and he deserved everything. He deserved it. Just saying.
And he going to jail too. They
He
got
should.
him on assault with a deadly weapon.
He should.
So he gonna do some hard jail time. But what do you think about the whole thing?
I don't know. Like you embodied what I think right now when you said that back then. I'm not sure what I'm watching right now. I don't know. Because nothing explains this. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You could go back, you could not understand. At the end of the show, really, you could tell yourself. And if he was like really going to arm Chappelle or the LGBTQ, whatever, you're gonna buy a whole ticket. It's a lot to unfold. I mean, I hope there's gonna be like a whatever inquiries and stuff like that to know who this person is and what his intent is, and eventually he's gonna be able to talk. We'll know in a few days, but like you said, I don't even know what the hell I'm watching. I can't pin it on nobody.
Right.
Nobody. Is it Wilson's Secret Society? Is it the LG? I don't know. I know someone did something and it ended up bad for him.
Bro, I saw one of the dumbest tweets.
Well, of course.
It said something like, "Why do we even need comedians anymore? I get more
Nigga, what?
on Twitter from my grandma's jokes."
Why don't we even need comedians anymore? Nigga, we need comedians to make people laugh. Like, what planet are you from? What will you be smoking? Were you living under a rock or something? Like, that is the stupidest thing I've ever heard from Twitter. Do you want the world to be filled with drama? We need laughter. What are you talking about?
So then I knew watching any comedian.
Then don't go to comedy shows.
That's it.
Then
It's
don't
like, maybe
go
you
to
don't
comedy
need
shows.
it. Why do we need musicians anymore?
Because you don't
Exactly.
listen to music.
I don't listen to music, so why would we get rid of them? I feel like they make music that's bad for the culture. Anybody can make that argument. Because undoubtedly, music spreads a lot of bad messages. You want to go down that road?
Yes, they
Like,
do. They do.
What you guys are advocating for is the death of art in general.
Stupid.
That's why this political correctness is bad from both sides.
Right.
Let motherfuckers say what they want to say. Yeah, but then there's consequences. Okay. Well, then why does that only have to stick with words? What about thoughts? You want to get started fucked over for thoughts?
Whew. Come on, man.
People getting stomped out for that?
Come on,
Basically,
man.
you guys want a lawless society. I don't know. To me, folks cheering this on or saying this is good, I'm like, what is it that you're fighting?
Motherfucker, you next.
Like, what do you
Because
do? You think it just stops?
Wait, they were actually cheering this whole thing on, saying this is good? That somebody got tackled, could have had their lives taken on stage, and you want to say it's good? You should watch your freaking mind, nigga. This is the one thing I don't understand about people like this on Twitter. It's when an innocent person gets beat up and abused and gets run up on stage by a psychotic fan that almost ended a comedian's life for what? And then you want to say and cheer because he did something? What? I don't believe this, yo.
Set a comedian's joke. Then stop. Next, it's your opinions.
Yeah.
Because guess what? Right, we got this whole Roe v. Wade stuff going on with abortion and all this stuff. There's two sides of it. Well, guess what? One side says you're killing kids. The other side says you're taking away women's rights. They can easily escalate the violence at any point.
Exactly. Yeah.
If you think some comedian can't get away with what saying, then bitch, you can't even get away with having an opinion. That's where we're going.
Mhm.
It doesn't happen from a legal standpoint. It becomes from a more of a societal standpoint where we disincentivize people from having whatever opinion they want to have or believing in what they want to believe in. Freedoms. That kind of terror is real. So I don't know. To me, it's like
another ad break. Here we come.
Over the last couple of years.
There was this amazing ride where I could fly.
Where comedians are terrified of saying certain
Yeah.
things. They're terrified.
Because they've been banned. There's some people that have been banned for that. Yeah, absolutely.
Well, I know it's not just comedians. I know professors who don't even want to teach certain things because they're afraid of what's going to happen.
Oh, yeah.
Politicians who feel they're compelled to say, this is all snowballing. And comedians were saying at the last bastion.
Scared me. I thought I heard
whatever
something.
they fuck they want. Yo, every day you're watching this PC-ness.
Yeah.
Make sure everybody's toeing the line.
Mm-hmm.
So we have to make an effort as a whole society to fight back against that shit and say, no, listen, I don't like what a lot of motherfuckers say, but they should be able to say it because I want to be able to say what I want to say.
Exactly.
I want to be able to think what I want to think. I want to be able to keep my job and believe in whatever religion I want or whatever fucked up idea I want. Like, yeah. But so long as we create the society where we incentivize
You know, I agree with everything he has to say. Shout out to Adam, bro. Because sometimes in life, when you want to say something, you better be prepared to take any kind of backlash. But the best way to respond is by saying nothing. Because when you say nothing, that means you're winning. Let them cry babies cry about every single thing that they want to cry about. They don't care about your feelings, yo. Whenever comedians say things, you get offended. But guess what? They don't care about how you feel. You want to know why? Because they are winning. And shout out to Tom McDonald for this song that he did. Fake woke. Facts don't care about feelings. Comedians don't care about your crying opinions. If you want to stay mad, stay mad. Because at the end of the day, their job is to put smiles on people's faces, put booties on seats, make people laugh, and show you a good freaking time. And if you have a problem with it, there's the door.
People to be like, listen, they hurt your feelings, go ahead. I don't know. To me, I think it's just a bad direction to go in. So
It is.
Yeah. It's weird.
Yeah.
What a time to be alive.
Yeah.
I thank God I'm still here.
So weirdness has to stop.
Oh, no. I think it increased it. It increased it. I think it's only going to get worse. At this point, it's not going to get better. We're in it for a while.
So this must be the song that they're playing.
Walking straight into the boat. You know.
You see, the one thing I don't like about Roberts right now, they put on these audio clips and they're not even going to say anything. So this is the prime example of idiots like this that think they could just run up on any comedian, try to get that Will Smith effect on them, and try to win, try to take a W. Nah, he took the biggest L of his life. Now he will always be remembered as the person who made a fool out of himself on TV, on the internet, just for the whole world to see. Now everybody knows who you really are.
My nigga is. Okay. Life at you niggas a joke. Okay. Life at you niggas.
Laugh at you niggas a joke. Which says about this song cover right here. You standing on a police car. Give me a break, bro.
A joke. My nigga been beefing the ball. Your niggas is fish poke. Laugh at you niggas a joke.
Is that a Dave Chappelle diss track?
It's definitely a Dave Chappelle diss track. What else would it be?
I don't know if it's a diss track. I don't know what the fuck this man say. Other than it's like, "Laugh at you niggas a joke."
Yeah, that's all I got.
That's this guy. He has a track named Dave Chappelle from 2020.
Okay. It's mental illness. All right. Well, that solves this. Well, tell us what you think.
Yeah, this could be clout chasing. This might be like
it is.
This is.
But judging by the quality of that song,
this is Crazy Eyes.
Yeah.
I don't know what I did.
This is Crazy Eyes.
Hold on, let me put this back. Yeah, my bad. I don't know why I did that. I did that by accident.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, this right here is definitely clout chasing. You look at it. Because all I heard was just like laughing at niggas a joke. That's all I got. He pretty much just confirmed to us that he has mental illness. Okay. But still, that doesn't give you the right to run up on celebrities like that. Because what? You don't like what they do? Okay. Keep it to yourself. Don't run up on them. And look what happened. You got yourself taken out. You made yourself look like an idiot on TV. And look what happened.
Okay. It's okay. Okay.
Yeah.
It's just Crazy Eyes.
Yeah.
So you got stumped because you went on stage and you charged a man and motherfucker stumped you. Case closed.
Mm-hmm.
You wanted attention, you're not gonna get the attention you want, and if you're gonna get it, you're gonna get
hold this L, fella.
Literally, you're gonna get it for the wrong reasons. Now your arm backward, you stumped out, and you're gonna go in jail. Because there's nothing that can say that. You have a knife and a gun, and you decided to storm and spear him. For what? I don't know. But you're going to go in. You're going to go in. Okay. Well, sometimes things happen and we look for a reason. You know, when they say, everything happens for a reason, sometimes shit just happen.
You think?
Shit just happened.
But you don't think that he got that idea from seeing other people storm the stage?
No, I don't.
You don't think he saw what happened with Will Smith and then thought this my time?
It's a possibility.
I'm just saying.
It is. It is. Ever since that slap with Chris Rock at the Oscars, people must be thinking, you know what, since any comedian that goes on stage and jokes about whatever, I'm going to run up on stage. I'm going to just go slap, beat the brakes out of him without taking no accountability whatsoever. So, unfortunately for this cat, he done got.
I mean, I can't.
For a long time.
I can't say.
I don't remember them.
I can't.
Also, let's say this. It takes a lot to buy a ticket, go all the way to the show, bring some weapons, and then set that whole thing up.
That's
it's also
crazy.
We have to also be careful to not always stigmatize mental health and say that's the reason why people do bad things. That's also our responsibility. The same way we can assume he was on an activist tip, we can't assume that he was on a mental health tip.
Sure, I understand what you're saying. But mental health is the reason why some people do some crazy stuff.
Sometimes we don't know.
And sometimes people just do some crazy stuff. Now, that being said, we don't know. But, okay.
But think about this. Let us know what you guys think in the comments below.
And man, shout out to Anime Preach once again. So if y'all want the video, I already put the original video in the description so y'all can check it out for yourself. So let me go ahead and stop sharing. The biggest thing we've learned from all of this is anytime when a celebrity goes on stage, don't ever in your mind think that it's okay for you to run up on stage and tackle a comedian because you don't like their jokes. Because it is getting out of hand and it's getting old real quick. Because somebody is going to end up getting hurt or killed. If I were Dave Chappelle, I would hire as many security guards as possible. Because what happens right now, it could happen again going on tour. So, like I said, if y'all want the original video, is in the description below. I thank y'all for coming out, reacting to this video with me. And if you enjoyed what I have to say and my opinions on this, by all means, feel free to let me know in the comments below. And I'll see y'all tomorrow.